How is everybody doing today? We're doing our midweek, we'll call it love and separation, lovers and separations, soulmates and separations, divine counterparts and separation, twin flames and separation, however you want to label it. It's just a label. What we do is we look at the energies, what's around the collective for those who are separated from their lover at this moment in time, and let's see what's going on within the energies of the collective. And so for today, we're one day away from Valentine's Day, and if you're in separation, this has got to be a difficult time. So when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So Spirit's asking you to go within and look at those memories, look at the things that you truly loved and what created love within you. And as you find those memories of what had created love within you, you're also going to find those energies that are going to help bring love back into you so that you love yourself a little bit more. And so let's see what we have within the energies for those who are in separation. And Judy, this is not the read that I do answer questions. You need to just wait till I do the live readings and activations. I do that a few times a week, so just make sure you're subscribing and notifications are on. So with that, let's see what other love energy Spirit wants to give us today for those collective who are in separation. Okay, Spirit. Too many cards. Spirit will take one or two. Spirit, what else do you want to give us for this collective who is in separation from their twin, their divine counterpart, their soulmate, their lover, or however you want to label it? Okay, and so let's see what we have. First thing we have is your soul is preparing to reconnect, trust in the process. And Spirit's saying, trust in the process of what's going on here. It's going to take some time, but you got to really get into deep introspection to understand what's going on within you and love. Spirit saying honor that relationship, right? And so we're being asked a lot of this to sit with ourselves and see what our experiences around love are, and try to figure out where there's some patterns, and then take those patterns and kind of figure out where are you making uh, decisions that are the same every time and coming back to the same place, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, right? And Spirit's saying that there's going to be some challenges there because you've got to go through and figure out why you keep on doing the same thing all every time and making the same decision every time. It's time to choose better. Spirit's saying be ready to receive what fate has got for you, right? And for some of you, I feel that's going to be really good, but you got to look deep within your emotions, right? And we're getting a lot of this from Spirit because these are for separation, and we're in Valentine's Day, so this is a deeply emotional time anyway. And so look deep within your emotions. Try to find those triggers. Try to find those patterns because those patterns are going to help you heal. And then make sure you have sensible boundaries, right? And what does sensible boundaries mean, right? It means that you don't create a wall, you create a door, right? And the door is something with a window on it, with a door handle, maybe a door ringer. So you're able to see what is coming out the door, and you're able to make a informed decision and decide whether you want to keep the door closed or actually open the door. But that is a decision point, and if you got none of the above, it's a wall, it's not a door, and nothing's going to come in, even the stuff that you want to come in. So let's see what other energies we have around love for today. Okay, so we got a few cards that just flew out of the deck, and for many of you, it's a not today, right? You need to. Uh, you're not going to get that today because you've got a lot of soul searching to do. And why? Because we have grow with a snake, and that means that there's energies, these challenges. These energies are, third-party energies, people who are not who they appear, drama mamas around. However, at the same point, there's going to be some change coming in, right? You're going to be receiving what you need. You're going to take a move of energy around, and for some of you, this not today, the separation's really gotten your heart broken, and that's why you've got to go in. But Spirit's saying that there's going to be a love call coming in, and it's going to be a soulmate. So let's dig in a little deeper and let's see what else we have going on within this reading. So just bear with me while I find the deck that I want to use for this particular reading. I think I found it here. And so with that, let's see what else Spirit wants to tell us. And for those of you who are watching, if you're new to the channel, this is a lovers and separation, soulmates and separation. It's a collective reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. If you're looking for your own reading, you can reach out to me at silverfox.affirmations@gmail.com. I do have paid readings. They range from $10 all the way up to $60. You can look at the menu of services on my pinned comments in my profile. And so Spirit's given us a few cards here. Let's see what else we have coming through. We'll get a little bit more clarification around this reading within what energies are coming through for love. So we've got a few cards to go through here. So let's see what's going on in this situation. And for many of you also, if you haven't seen my readings before, the readings here on this side, this is all the side that's positive energies, energies you want to get to. This here in the middle is going to be where you are currently in your energy. And then this side over here is challenges, things I call the hamster wheel of karma. So we want to try to figure out how we're going to get to this side. And so we're going to get some more information about this. So the first thing we have is a lot of you have an unfinished situation, right? This energy needs to be released, right? Because you're still holding on to something old, you're waiting for closure, and you may not get the closure. You need to just release it and let it go. For many of you, family is an issue. You're worried about your security, you're worried about your family, and all this is dragging you here rather than over here. You have to release a lot of that. Spirit's saying, take that mask off. Start showing your true self. Your person may have been sending you some messages, but they're not sent. They type them out and they just don't send them. So you got to release that energy for now. Just let it go. If it's meant for you, it will be there. A lot of you are also having some legal issues or disputes in general. There's a fight going on, right? Anytime we see that, that's a fighting energy, and we want to get out of all this energy. Because Spirit's saying you're addicted to it. You're addicted to the trauma. You're addicted to the drama, and you can hear my throat closing up because you're not speaking your truth. You're just sitting inside of chaos. Uh, and there's a lot of competition, right? This is in this whole energy. Release it all. Just get rid of it. If you want to get to the soulmate and the love call, you're going to have to get rid of all this drama, right? And if this reading is major awareness, this is for you in this now moment. And so let's see what it is that we're doing that we're blocking love. I think Spirit gave us a lot of information here already on what it is that we're doing, that we're allowing. And remember, you create your own reality. So, if you're in separation, it's because you've created that separation. And why have you created that separation? We're going to find out why, right? And a lot of times it's subconscious, because I know everybody's screaming right now, no, it's not me. I didn't consciously create this. I wanted love. No, subconsciously you are, because there's something subconsciously that needs to be healed and pushed through. Our subconscious manifests 99% of all of our outward experiences, and so we have to get a hold of our subconscious by connecting inwards. And so Spirit's saying a lot of times you guys are rushing, right? This is what's blocking love. It's my cheapest read. It's $10, and I can tell you what exactly is going on within your energies that's stopping you from finding the love that you want. And a lot of you are rushing. You're just trying to get there so fast. You're trying to control the situation, but you can't. You have to allow it to flow. For many of you, you're unavailable, right? You're chasing somebody unavailable, right? And why are you chasing that person unavailable? It's because secretly inside you're afraid of that commitment. You're afraid of actually being in a relationship. Oh my God, what would happen if I actually was in a relationship, and then I'd have to do what somebody else wants to do too, and you can come up with 1,000 excuses. But you're choosing that, right? And why are you choosing it? Because you're making your story come true that says that you're never going to find that love. And I liken it to the bad boy, bad girl. Everybody chases that bad boy, bad girl, and you know why? Because they're exciting, or so you think they are, but really they're trauma, and you know who they are because you've seen them act out everywhere in public, but yet you still choose to try to enter into a relationship with them. And then what happens? It turns out just like every other story you saw them with. Their actions and their words were in alignment. You just didn't want to listen to it. You said, no, I'm going to solve that part. No, you're not there to solve anything. Stop jumping after things that are not good for you. These people are showing you that they're players, but yet you're jumping in there anyway. That's not That's not love, that's trauma. That's that butterfly in the stomach, that's trauma, that's fear. And Spirit says walking away. You leave too quickly when things get challenging. Try to work it out. So many of you will find a good person, but there might be some little blips in the road, and then you just drop them or you turn them into a friend, right? And you put them into the friend zone. And Spirit's saying, hey, get out of these behaviors because that's what's holding you back. So now we kind of know where we're kind of going awry. And this is just a few of the ones that are there. I know that Spirit's screaming and saying, no, there's a lot more. Yeah, we won't get into the lot more right now. That's not part of this read. We're going to, it's a collective read. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get some advice from our higher self. What is it that we can do in this now moment to help get us into the energies that we want in this now moment, to get us to the area where we're getting that soulmate, that love call. And the soulmate's what you want. Soulmate is the one that's in high frequency match. And so Spirit's saying that the lotus awakens within you, right? And what does that mean? So the lotus is a plant that sits in the mud. It's dark, it's nasty, it's wet, and it takes a long time. But guess what? Eventually it blooms and comes out to be this beautiful flower. It smells amazing, has a wonderful properties of healing. And so Spirit's saying go within. Get into that darkness, face your darkness, start growing, start letting that seed grow, let the roots grow, start getting all the way down into the mud, the stuff that you're afraid to look at, and look at it. And when you do, then you start building the plant that flowers and becomes amazing and is going to attract everybody because it's such a beautiful plant. So let's get to the part where everybody really wants to know. This is why everybody's waiting to the end of the read. When, right? That's all we really care about. When's it coming in? Most of us are ignoring most of the information here and going right to, hey, when am I gonna see this? When is my love coming in? And so that was quick, Spirit. Spirit saying for October, uh, from a few days to October. So depends on where you are inside of this space. Some of you might see it in a few days. Some of you might find that after Valentine's Day, a person comes in because they didn't find their Valentine's Day, and you know the right thing is going to happen. Some of you may have to wait close to a year, but work on yourself while you're doing it. Get into that mud, get into that darkness, get into the places that you don't want to go, the places you're afraid to face yourself in. Start facing yourself. As you start facing yourself, as you start trusting yourself, as you start liking yourself, then the rest of this is going to come in. So this is my read for today. A little bit of a tough read, a little bit of tough love the day before Valentine's Day. Nobody wants to be kind of kicked while they're down. But the positive of this is that you now know exactly what it is you need to work on. Start working on it. As you start working on it, could come in a few days, could come a little bit later, but you have to choose to work. You have to choose to heal. It doesn't come automatically. If you decide you're going to stay in the same place where you're just going to keep on repeating this hamster wheel of karma, it's time to pivot. Spirit's telling you it's time to pivot. And then for those of you who are, I celebrate you. And let's get pivoting. Visit my spiritual channel, Silver Fox Spiritual, where I just released last night a healing for helping you love yourself. And as you help bring in love yourself, be your own Valentine, well, guess what? You'll start attracting what you truly want. And with that, have a great day. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next reading. Cheers.